My name is Amanda. I'm here with my very lovely mother.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
And today we are going to be playing Walt Disney World 20 questions. This is the third time we're playing Walt Disney World 20 questions, which is super fun. So exciting. So our third time doing this. So the last two times we each had 10 locations each, but then I felt like those podcast episodes were super long. So I decided instead we're going to do 5 locations each, or 5 things each in the parks. So they can, items or locations can be in the parks, at the resorts, in Disney Springs. So it can be anywhere in the parks. I try to make mine very specific. So some of them are a little bit easier, some of them a little bit harder, but I try to do super specific ones. So hopefully you did hard ones too. So I guess we'll see.
Everything's hard for me, so get ready.
So we are going to tell each other in the beginning if it's in a park or not a park. So at least we know if it's a park, then we start guessing the parks. If it's not a park, then it's going to be in the resorts or Disney Springs. I'm assuming you don't have anything else that's not in the park or Disney Springs.
No.
Yeah, you didn't do anything at like the airport or something, right?
Oh God, no.
So, or like in the bus. Not too hard like that. But because some of the ones I was thinking about, I thought would be too hard that I didn't do.
Great.
So I
I'd be sitting here, my 20 questions, I'd be like, okay, give it to me.
Yes, I'm excited. And so all the questions will be yes or no questions as well. So that's the other thing too. So it got to be yes or no questions. And all right, let's get started. So let's do your first one. Okay. So I'll keep track here on my laptop of like how many questions I'm asking. So.
Okay. All right. You're going to keep track. Okay.
Yeah.
Not in the park.
All right. Not in a park. Okay. All right. Is it in a resort?
Yes.
In a resort. Is it in a Magic Kingdom resort?
No.
No, not Magic Kingdom. Okay. Is it in an Epcot resort?
I think they would consider it part of like an Epcot resort.
Is it on a Skyliner?
Yes.
It is on the Skyliner?
Okay, so that's your third. Yes.
And that's my fourth question.
Fourth question? Okay,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah, I'm keeping track.
Okay.
Also, I want to note too, I'm going to be cutting out the dead space between me just sitting here thinking.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you're listening in the car or cleaning, you're like, wow, they're thinking really fast.
Yeah,
and
no.
I can't think that fast. I'm just going to cut out all the dead space just because I feel like it's boring.
Okay.
Since we're an audio only podcast, maybe if we had visuals, it'd be more interesting.
Yes, because you'd be looking
this.
at us going, oh my God.
Yeah, but for audio only, I'm going to cut out all this dead space. Don't worry if I'm just like,
Sitting there thinking,
that, you're going to hear me talking momentarily. So, okay. So it's on a Skyliner resort. Okay. I don't know the Skyliner resorts as well. So that actually makes this a lot trickier because I've never actually stayed at a Skyliner resort. So
We've taken the ride on the Skyliner though.
yeah. Is it at the Riviera?
Yes.
The Riviera. I was going to say that's the only one I know. So I was going to say, I think that's the only one you've been to.
No, the other one is Caribbean Beach.
No, it's that you've stayed at is what I'm saying.
Oh, I've stayed at Caribbean Beach.
But not when the Skyliner was there.
No, not when the Skyliner
That's what I'm
was
saying.
there.
Since the Skyliner was there, you haven't stayed on the Skyliner.
No, I haven't stayed on
resort.
anything.
That's
We
what
just
I
took the
meant.
ride together, remember?
Yeah.
And I did it one other time with Daddy.
Okay. So is it, well, that's hard because is it the mosaic of Rapunzel?
Oh my God. It's the mosaics in the
Mosaics?
Riviera.
Yeah, so it's the mosaics. Okay.
God. I think it would take a while to get to the Riviera and get to the things. I was trying to be good. Okay.
No, that was good.
And that was the fifth one I came up with. So
That's okay. I will say too, because
how many questions did that take for you? 7?
6.
Oh, 6.
So the thing is, though, I've actually never been to the Riviera Resort because when we took our little Skyliner ride, we got off and then got back onto the Skyliner and went back to Epcot. So it wasn't at the Riviera for too long. So in my head, I was like, okay, you couldn't have done something that was inside of the resort because I've never seen the inside of the resort, or I've never seen the grounds of the resort really. So it had to be something obvious, which is how I got there so quickly. Yeah. So
okay, yes, the mosaics.
All right, so
they
let's
were pretty, very, very pretty.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's do my first one. So this is in a park.
In a park. Okay.
In a park.
Is it in Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
Ooh. Is it a ride?
No.
Is it outside a ride? In a queue?
No.
Not in a ride, not in a queue. All right. Is it an area in the park?
No.
Oh, great. Okay. Area. Is it a show?
Yes. It's related to a show. Yes.
Okay. Shows. I have to think of the shows in Magic Kingdom. Okay. Is it anything to do with Philharmonic Magic?
No.
What other show? Carousel of Progress?
No.
What other shows do we watch in Magic Kingdom? Oh, not the Hall of Presidents. Okay.
Can't believe you thought of Hall of Presidents before this show. But
Hall of Presidents.
unless you think this is a ride, but I don't think this is a ride. To me, it's a show.
Okay. I'm going blank. I'm going blank on what's a show as opposed to.
What's your favorite show in Magic Kingdom?
Why am I drawing a blank? Oh God!
I thought this would be easy.
Really? Oh God. Okay, it's not a ride; it's a show. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going from place to place here. It's not Philharmonic Magic. It's not Carousel of Progress. I can't. Oh God! It's not the Laugh Factory.
No, it's not the Laugh Factory. That was your 9th question.
That was my 9th question already.
Yes. Okay. What's your favorite show in Magic Kingdom?
I'm missing something.
Your favorite show is like crying right now in the corner because it's like, how could you forget me?
I'm sitting here going, what show do I watch in the Magic Kingdom? I'm going down Main Street. I'm going into Fantasyland. Oh, the Tiki Birds.
Yes. Okay, it's related to the Tiki Birds.
Okay. Okay. Is it the pre-show?
No.
Related to the two birds. Is it part of the show?
Yes.
Okay. Is it the volcano that erupts?
No.
That's my favorite part, when the volcano erupts and all the birds go crazy. Is it the birds that come down on the carousel?
No, not those birds.
The four birds that talk?
All right, I'll give it to you with that one. I was thinking specifically of Pierre, but yes, I
Pierre.
was thinking
Okay,
of
the one
birds.
that does
yeah.
the talking. Wow, how many questions did that take?
That was 15.
15, because
I mean, like, it took you 9 to get to Enchanted Tiki Room.
Enchanted Tiki Room. How could I not think of that? That's like my favorite.
Well,
the
that's
first
what
thing
I'm
I
saying.
want to go to.
That's what it says. Like, what's your favorite show? And you're like, I don't know what my favorite show is.
See, this is what I mean
was
about
like-
this 20 questions thing. My mind goes blank. Okay.
I was like, your favorite show is Enchanted Tiki Room.
All
That's
right.
why I thought.
So you
it'd be-
won that one. Okay.
No, there's not. It's not who wins or loses or
Okay.
anything like that.
Okay.
But that's so funny though. No, I love that.
Okay.
I was trying to. I can't. That's what I was saying. I can't believe you thought of the Hall of Presidents before the Enchanted Tiki
I
Room.
know. I'm saying to myself, okay, because I'm figuring that she's trying to find something that I wouldn't think of. I wouldn't even
forgot
think
about
of
the
thing.
Hall of Presidents completely.
Tiki Room just did not come. It just.
Well, that's why I thought. It's like, I'll do one of the
It was funny because
birds.
did you hear me? I was going down Main Street, going around to the Fantasyland, and then I was going to the
Yeah.
to Tomorrowland. I didn't come around to Adventureland until I was almost on my way back.
Well, that's what I
out.
was gonna say. Like, what's your favorite land?
That is my
Magic
favorite.
Kingdom? So
Okay.
I was so surprised, but
But my mind is trying to think. Okay.
but that's why I didn't want to just do Enchanted Tiki Room. That's why I thought.
Well,
Oh,
at
I
least
do
it didn't
Pierre.
take me. At least I didn't lose and not get it in 20 questions. Okay.
Okay, let's do your second one now.
Okay. All right. It's not. It is not in a park.
Not in a park. Okay. All right, is it at a resort?
Yes.
Okay, resort. Is it in one of the Epcot resorts?
No.
No. Is it in the Magic Kingdom resorts?
Yes.
Okay, Magic Kingdom resorts. Okay. Is it? Ooh, okay. So there's only 3 options. This is one of those things where it's like, do you want to waste a question just going around the 3 options, or to get
Well, there's
lucky or
4
something
options, actually.
for Magic Kingdom? Or you consider Fort Wilderness to be
It
one
is
as
one of
well?
the options.
That is true, but it's not on the monorail though. So yeah, It's not at. Is it at Fort Wilderness?
No, I wasn't
gonna
telling
say,
you that
okay.
because I wanted you to consider. I just was saying what technically there are 4 options.
Yeah, I never consider Fort Wilderness, but
Okay,
you are
so-
right. That is one though. It could have been the
No,
totem
it's not
poles in there,
Fort
so I wasn't
Wilderness.
sure. So okay.
No.
Is it in the Polynesian?
Yes.
Polynesian. All right, that was just a lucky guess. Honestly,
Okay.
everyone, I don't know. Okay, lucky guess.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So is it? I'm trying to think within the overall Polynesian area. Is it in the lobby of the Polynesian?
No.
Not the lobby. So the lobby, I would say, is just the downstairs area.
Right,
So not
that's just the downstairs area.
Okay.
No.
All right. So not in the downstairs area. So maybe in the upstairs area. Is food and drink served at
No.
this location? So no food or drink. Okay. Okay. Now I'm trying to think. Is it outside?
Yes.
Ooh, outside is a little harder because I'm not as familiar with the outside of the Polynesian. So is it close to one of the pools?
No.
Not close to the pools. Okay. I'm trying to think.
Good
now.
question, but no.
Okay, what's outside of the Polynesian? Not close to the pools. I feel like I'm running out of space a little
I
bit.
thought this one was going to be a hard one.
Is it close, like, to the monorail or something?
Yes.
It's close to the monorail. Mm-hmm. So by that, it means is it in the monorail area, I guess?
I would consider it in the monorail area.
Okay. No. So is it like an object is what you're thinking of?
No.
Not an object. Is it a location that you're thinking of?
Yes.
Then? So a location in the monorail area.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Is it the security or something?
No.
Is it just where you wait to get on the monorail in general?
No, you're close, but no. What question are you up to?
I'm at 15 right now.
Okay.
So I have 5 more. I'm trying to think of what else is in the monorail area. I don't know. Just where you wait. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else would be there. Also trying not to waste a question too. So, right. So I know it's in the monorail area. It's not the security. And it's not where you actually wait to get on the monorail. So what other area is there? Is it like the exit of the monorail? Like when you get off the monorail?
You're so close, yes.
Yes. I don't know what you mean, I guess. I'm trying to think.
Well, I'm being specific.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
Told me to be specific. This was what?
Is it like the gates to get back inside or something?
Close. Yes. You go through the gate. Like, I
Yeah.
shouldn't be giving you hints, but yes.
I gave you hints for yours.
Okay. Yes, you go through the gate. What's there? I'm doing this. People who can't see me, I'm looking over.
What, like the balcony of looking over like the lagoon area or
Yes,
something? Okay.
that's it. The bridge. See,
Just the bridge itself.
was I not specific?
Yeah, no, that was good,
That's
yeah.
payback for what you did to me last time with Wendy. That was payback for Wendy.
And you also couldn't get that upside down waterfall in our
Oh
first
God,
episode.
that was just
one's
ridiculous.
huge.
I should have got that one. But yes, it's the bridge.
no,
When
that
you
was
come
good.
off the monorail, I love to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I always do. I stop on that bridge with the water flowing under it and all the
Yeah.
Polynesian plants and all the stuff. I like to stop and just look at that. and make
Yeah,
me
no,
feel
that's
like
great.
I'm going
I love
into
that.
Polynesia.
Like you said, I was there for like the last 5 questions I was there. I just was not saying the
As I
exact
said, you were
words.
so
No, I love
close
that.
because it wasn't just sitting in the
Yeah, no,
area. It
for
was when you
sure.
go through security. Well, not security going
security's,
in,
like, on the bridge,
but as soon
sort
as you
of,
go
yeah.
through that gate, you're on a bridge that goes over the water with all the Polynesian flowers and plants. And I'm missing the big waterfall in the lobby too. So that came to my mind because I'm saying, oh my God, a specific place that I would really want to think about. That came to my mind.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love that. That was 18 questions for anyone wondering
Okay.
too.
So okay, I did good.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm gonna do my other. I would say this one's also I feel like overall easy because it's not
Okay.
as specific as some of my other ones.
Okay.
So all right, so this is not in a park.
Okay, is it in Disney Springs?
Yes.
Okay, Disney Springs. Okay, that's a big area. Is it where the shopping is?
Okay, I feel like that's hard because there's shopping everywhere in Disney
Oh,
Springs.
I mean the
so
more current store shopping.
no.
No, it's over by the old-fashioned. Okay, then my next question is it by the old like World of Disney?
No.
Okay, is it by the lagoon?
I mean, like I feel like everything's by the lagoon, so I'm not sure which area you mean. You could argue
I'm
everything's
thinking
by
over
that
by where
lagoon,
they have
so-
the little across from the World of Disney where they have the little margarita bar and
No,
things
it's not
like that.
there, no.
It's not there. Okay, is it a restaurant?
Technically, it's not a restaurant, no. But food and drink is served there, so I'll
Okay.
tell you that.
Is it Jack Hanger's Bar?
No.
Paradiso?
No, it's not a restaurant, but food and drink
Oh,
is
they
served
have
there.
a restaurant. Jack Hanger's Bar, I wouldn't consider
Yeah,
that
that's
a
what I say.
restaurant.
Food
That's
and
a
drink
bar.
can be served here, but it's not a restaurant.
It's not a
So,
restaurant. So it's not a restaurant. Food and drink can be served, but it's not a restaurant. So Jack Hanger's is definitely that. It's not Gideon's, is it?
No.
Bakehouse? Okay. The outdoor of the House of Blues?
No.
Okay, I'm drawing a blank here. Am I on the west side?
Yes. West
Okay,
side.
so we're on the west side. Okay. Where the food trucks are?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm really drawing a blank. Okay. Food and drink, not a restaurant. Food trucks are out. Jack Hanger's Bar is the only bar I know over there that's out, plus the House of Blues. Food and drink.
I wouldn't get too caught up on like the drink part, I guess.
Drink part, more the food.
Yeah.
Ghirardelli's?
Not
No,
Ghirardelli's,
Ghirardelli's
no.
not on the west side.
That would have been a good one though, but no.
Yeah, Ghirardelli's is not on the west side. Summer House Cookie Bar?
Yes, that's it.
Oh,
yeah, the bakery
okay,
at the
cookie
summer
bar.
house.
No,
Yeah.
that was okay. Specific.
That's what I was
I
saying.
was-
It's like I was like, don't get caught up on the drink because it's like drinks are served, but it's not like a
Right,
drink
okay.
place. Yeah,
The
that's
cookie
it.
bar.
13 questions.
Oh
there.
wow, I did better than I thought. I
Yes,
thought it was
that's-
almost up to 20. Okay.
No, that's what I did. Yeah, the bakery at Summer House.
yeah, just the
I was gonna
bakery.
give a hint to say like you've been here before,
Yes.
so it's
No,
like
just the bakery,
I
not
could
the
see you too.
restaurant.
You're going
Right.
back and forth and crossing over that middle section. I was just like, no,
I'm
the
trying
bakery.
to think what serves it. There's not a restaurant. Okay. All right.
I
that
thought
was
that would be a
good.
fun one. Honestly, for mine, I actually just scrolled through my photos of Disney World, and that's how
Oh,
I
I
picked
just
a lot of my
figured it out.
locations.
Okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't think of places at first.
I thought
so-
of places that I really like to be.
Yeah.
I just gave away something because this is like places I really
Okay.
like to be.
Well, this is. Are we on your 4 now, right?
I'm on number 3 now.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. So we did 2 of yours so far.
Yes, 2 of mine so far.
Oh yeah, 2. Yeah, sorry.
2 of
Because in
yours.
mine, I have my numbered. I have my misnumber. Okay, so this is your 3. Okay.
Right. Okay. This one is in a park.
In a park. Okay. Is it in Animal Kingdom?
Nope.
Is it in? Oh, hold on. Boop, boop, boop. Is it in Epcot?
Yes.
In Epcot. Okay. Is it in the World Showcase?
Yes.
In the World Showcase. Is it in a pavilion? If you're standing in the front of the World Showcase, is it in a pavilion to the left of like the American Pavilion?
If you're standing facing the American Pavilion, it's to the left.
So yes, it's to the left.
Yes.
Okay, to the left. Okay. The ones to the left is Italy, Germany, the African Outpost, China, Norway, and Mexico. All right. So is it a European country?
Oh, you give good questions. Yes. I would never think of that. Okay.
It's a European country. Okay, so that limits us now to Norway, Germany, and Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is it in? I guess there's no other way to like. I was gonna say is it in the main, but I feel bad saying that Norway is not the main part of Europe. But it's like you know what I mean.
You
It's
get
like
really
separate
specific.
off.
I wouldn't even know if Norway or with
That's
the other
okay.
countries were
Is it in Italy?
No.
Not in Italy. Okay. Is it in Norway?
Nope.
Oh, it's in Germany. Okay. Wow. Okay. Is it? No, the German pavilion as well. Is it outside in the Germany pavilion?
No.
No. So it's inside somewhere. Okay. Is food and/or drink served there?
Yes.
Yes. Is it related to the Werther's caramel place?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Is it? Or I'm assuming we're inside of the
Yes.
Werther's caramel place. Okay. That's just making sure. Okay. So we're inside. Okay. Is it the popcorn at the Werther's caramel? It
Yes.
is the popcorn specifically.
The popcorn bar. Okay, I was trying to be specific.
Yeah. No. I like
How many
that.
questions was that?
That was 12 for me.
Okay.
So 12 to 13, because I guess I asked a clarifying
Yeah,
question.
okay.
But, no, that was good. That's what I was saying is like when you said it's a place that you liked, and I asked your hint before, and I was just like, what's in Germany?
Yeah, I gave it away when I said
was like,
places I like.
What's in Germany?
It's
that
not like
you
we
like?
eat the Werther's popcorn. I just like to go there.
Well, we have in the past. we have
Yes,
gotten a lot
I
of
love
that.
the smell. I love the girls there are funny because they just wave at you and
Yeah,
they do
they're
the
so
popcorn
sweet.
in front of you, and it's just no matter what it is to go in there and smell that and just watch them make that popcorn is fun.
No, it is fun. No, it is good. No, and I do love that area too. That is
I mean,
one
as
of
I
my
said,
favorite
sometimes
areas.
it's the simple things that make me happy.
No, for sure. Okay, I'm reordering mine of how I want to do them because one of them I think is one I'm debating changing one of mine because I think it's going to be too hard, but we'll see.
Oh, great.
So-
Okay.
All right, for now we're doing not as easy as Pierre.
Oh,
the
great.
bakery.
Not as easy as Pierre.
For me, this is what I consider as like a medium one, but I
Okay.
think you'll still get it for sure.
Okay.
Though. So, all right, so it is not in a park.
Okay. Is it in a resort?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I have to figure out resort. Okay.
I know, but once it's in a resort, it is hard to think about.
Is
some
it
resorts.
in an Epcot resort?
No.
Is it in a Magic Kingdom resort?
No.
Ooh. So it's not Epcot. It's not Magic Kingdom.
I should give you a pretty big hint though.
Is it on the Skyliner?
No.
No. So it's not on the Skyliner, not an Epcot. What the hell am I missing? Is it a Disney resort?
Yes.
Is it either the Swan or the Dolphin?
No.
No. Okay, so-
I consider those Epcot resorts, but so.
Okay. So we're not Epcot. We're not. Oh, is it the Animal Kingdom Lodge?
No. That's a good one though, but no. not
Wow,
that
that's
one.
the only thing I could think of. The other ones, if you're not at Magic Kingdom, you're not at Epcot, you're not at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're not on the Skyliner, you're not at Swan and Dolphin. I can't think of any hotels that are considered Disney hotels that are there. Is it like is it Saratoga Springs?
No.
Is it a Disney Springs resort?
I don't think so. So I would say no. So
Port
yeah.
Orleans?
Yes, Port Orleans.
Port
yeah.
Orleans,
It's at-
okay, 'cause I'm
it's
thinking of
at
the
Port
ones we've been
yes.
to, okay.
I was gonna say yeah.
Port
If you
Orleans.
didn't get there eventually, I was gonna
Okay.
say it's like I've never actually stayed
Okay.
here.
All right.
but,
Does
yeah.
it serve food?
It's I would say yes and no.
Is it the Scat Cat Cafe with the
No.
beignets? So it's not the Scat Cafe. It's not their regular restaurant, their breakfast restaurant? Okay,
No.
so that's gone.
I'm blanking what that's called too.
But they
no.
can serve food.
I will say this is close to both of those though.
Okay, so we're in.
So I would say it's
Port-
near food and drink, but it does not.
Is it their pool bar?
No, I say this is more of an object. So
Oh, it's more of an object.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't ask that. Okay.
yeah, that's okay.
I asked if they serve food.
Yeah, no, it
Well,
does
an
not
object
serve-
can't serve food.
No, but I was to say it's near food and drink. This object.
It's not the masks in
Yeah,
the
that's
frames.
it. The mask. Yeah,
Oh,
the frame
okay.
mask.
Okay.
I
At least
realized
got
I
it.
felt like
Okay.
you weren't going to get there, so that's what I was saying. It's like it's not food or drink because you can just list all
yeah,
the.
when you said
all
it
the
served
things,
food,
yeah.
I didn't think of it
Well,
as
no,
an
I
object.
said yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
serve food and drink, but that's why I was like it's near. It's just between the food and
All
drink.
right.
But yeah,
I
no, the
love
shadow
that, the
mask.
mask
That's why I
and the
figured you
things, the
get that
mask.
because it's
Okay.
the box mask frames. So the shadow
Oh,
box.
so that one
frames
wasn't too
and
bad.
portal
That was
masks.
easy for me. Okay.
Yeah.
How many
It
questions
did
was
take-
that?
That was 15 questions.
15 questions because I was thinking of
It
food.
did take you 10 questions just to get to Port
Port
Orleans.
Orleans because I'm trying to think of what other hotels.
No,
are
that's
there
fair
at
because
Disney.
for the most part, I've only ever stayed in Epcot resorts, Magic Kingdom resorts, and
Animal Kingdom.
Lodge.
Because if we're
So-
going to stay anywhere, but when we want beignets, that's where we go.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I knew you get to Port Orleans eventually. So, all right, let's go to number 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, you're number 4.
Mine are thing backwards. Okay, so number 2 for me. Okay, I went from 1 to 5, and then okay. All right, this one is not in a park.
Not in a park. Okay. So, is it in Disney Springs?
Yes.
It is in Disney Springs. Okay. Is it Disney Springs is hard too because it's such
Yeah,
a
it's
big,
big.
area.
Yes.
And it's hard because I always pick at the names of the areas in
It is.
Disney Springs, and I know you do too because we just be like,
Yeah,
is it
we
this
just-
area?
yeah, west side, east side.
It's
What is
like,
it? Yeah.
I don't really know the area.
Or the new shopping or the old shopping.
Yeah. Okay. Is food and or drink served in this area?
Yes.
So food and drink is served. Is it a full-on restaurant?
Yes.
Full restaurant. Are you thinking of an object in a restaurant?
No, just the restaurant itself.
Restaurant itself. Okay.
Part of the restaurant.
Is it? This is where it's hard because now it's like the location.
Mm-hmm.
Is it by that lagoon area, like you said, like where Paradiso 37 is, like that area?
No.
Okay, not by the Paradiso 37 area. Okay. Is it by the area where? Gosh, it's so hard. There's so many areas in this area. Is it in? Is it? Is it on the west side?
Yes.
It is on the west side. Okay, that's easier. Is it the House of Blues?
No.
Is it Summer House?
Nope.
Is it? I'm trying to think of the restaurants over there. I don't know all the restaurants. I feel like is that I know the. Is it that Wolfgang restaurant? I don't know what that restaurant is called.
Nope.
But it's a full-on restaurant though on the west side.
I should say it's at the edge of the west side. It's when you separate the west side and the east side. It's at the edge of the west side.
That's fine. Is it? What's that big Globe restaurant called? I don't remember. What it's
Oh,
called.
Planet Hollywood?
Yeah, Planet
No.
Hollywood.
I don't like that restaurant. Sorry, give my opinion, but no.
Unless with being like that trash restaurant that we went to
I don't like
that
that
one
restaurant,
time.
yes.
That's
Don't
true. We both had terrible meals.
Oh
at
God,
the
don't
last
even
time we went
start
there,
with the
unfortunately.
experience at that place.
Yeah, sorry to
Okay.
anyone who loves Planet Hollywood.
Yes,
but we did
we
not.
did
like
not
Planet
have a good
Hollywood. Not
experience,
good.
no.
Yeah, trash restaurant.
Yeah.
Is it Maria and Enzo's or
No.
Enzo's Hideaway or whatever it's called?
No, you're close, but no.
But is it in that area?
Oh wait, let me think now. Yes.
So it's closer to that like bridge area
Yes.
than it is to the
closer
west
to
side.
the bridge area going in. Yes.
Gosh, that's hard because there's a lot of restaurants restaurants there. That's close to where Paradiso 37 is, though.
That's when you get on the other side. You have
Yes,
to
on
walk
this side.
across Disney Springs to
Is
get
there-
to Paradiso 37.
I don't think
This is
so.
not on that side.
But you're saying it's on the west side.
Oh, you're talking about the bridge that comes over this way. It's to the left of that bridge. When you're coming from the east side if you're talking about the bridge from the east side, I'm talking about the bridge coming right into.
So you're talking about the bridge going into the west side. It's on the left.
Yes.
Okay. That makes it easier then. So okay. So then to the left of that, I don't know all the restaurants over there. There's Chicken Guy.
We go there all the time.
We go there all the time.
Focus more on drinks. That'll get you there.
What, Raglan Road? Mm-hmm. Okay, I consider Raglan Road by Paradiso 37.
No.
Yes, it is.
No. Raglan Road is down on the other side by the water that's over there. You know, that other
No,
lagoon.
it's not. You need to look at a map. Raglan Road and
okay.
Paradiso.
Well, then I
Raglan Road
apologize.
is here. You go up and over, and Paradiso 37 is like right over there.
Yes, but see, to me, Paradiso is on the other lagoon. When you come out, when you're
No,
in Paradiso,
I consider that area to be
Okay,
the same.
and
I feel like that's why Disney Springs is so hard, though.
Yes.
It's because the areas are like very like loosey-goosey.
we have a disagreement as to what side of the place it's on.
I would
But
consider
yes.
Raglan Road in the same area as Paradiso.
Okay, see,
37.
I don't. In my mind, just so I can justify that
Yeah.
I didn't, I'm sorry. But Paradiso is here, and when you're in Paradiso, you're looking out at the lagoon that goes off
Yeah,
to Saratoga
no, I know what you mean,
Springs.
and this one's looking
And
towards the
Raglan
shopping.
Road
Yeah.
is over on the other side where they have that lagoon that has the lights in it and stuff.
Yeah.
So I consider Raglan Road on that side where Paradiso is on the other side.
Yeah.
Raglan Road and the Italian restaurant La Terralina and the paddle boat and stuff kind of all.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's where
I
it separates.
I consider Raglan Road as part of those restaurants with Marimoto Asia and everything
okay.
because the face of the restaurant faces that way, though.
Oh,
Like, if
because
you
it
think of
faces
the
sideways.
entrance-
Okay, I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
that's-
seeing me because
Yeah.
it's at that corner. That and Marimoto face that other lagoon, so they're not part of that
Yeah,
other
but
side.
the entrances to the restaurants face that way, whereas the back of the restaurant is closer to that Terralina place.
So
and the
anybody
Paddle Boat
listening
place.
also has an opinion, obviously.
No, that's okay.
In
But that's
your
what I'm saying.
mind,
It's the
yes.
areas in Disney Springs. are
Sorry
really
to confuse
difficult,
you. How many
so-
questions did it take you to get there?
It took me 15. Let's go to my number 4 now, right? Because that was your number 4.
Yes.
All right, let's go to my number 4. All right, my number 4 is in a park.
Oh, okay. Is it in Hollywood Studios?
No.
Oh, we haven't done Hollywood Studios. What Hollywood Studios gets left out every time? Is it in Magic Kingdom?
Yes. I'm assuming you don't have something in Hollywood Studios now that you said that. What if
No.
my 5th one was in Hollywood Studios?
No, it's not in Hollywood Studios. Next one you don't have to ask. It's not in Hollywood Studios. You gotta keep these little hints in the back of your head here. Okay. I have a hard time doing that. Okay. It's in Magic Kingdom. Is it a ride?
It is not a ride, technically, no.
Is it an object in front of a ride?
I would say yes, it's closer to that.
Oh, okay. Okay. If you're coming down Main Street, is it to the left or the right?
Coming down Main Street, the left.
To the left. So it's either is it in Adventureland?
No.
Is it in Frontierland?
Technically, no.
We're to the left. Those are the two things that are.
You're missing a land.
I'm missing a land.
Yes. What's the other land that's to the left? I would say it's to the left at least. Yeah, it's to the left. You walk, yeah, the left.
Fantasyland?
No, it's not fantasy.
No,
land.
Fantasyland is right in front
No,
of you.
you're missing the land between.
Haunted Mansion Land? Whatever that is. You would think I never went to Disney.
It's Liberty Square. Yes.
Liberty Square.
It's Liberty,
There it is.
Liberty Square.
Can you tell I'm tired? Okay.
That's fair. It is basically Haunted Mansion. Land,
Okay,
isn't it?
Haunted Mansion Land. I just
But
didn't
it's
have the
Liberty
name.
Square.
The name just wouldn't come off the tongue. Okay, so we have the right land. Okay, so all right. How many questions am I up to now?
You're at 9.
I'm at 9 already. Oh God. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're in Liberty Square. It's not the place where people put their head and hands through, is
No.
it? Okay. It's an object out. Is it the carriage outside Haunted Mansion?
No, but that's much closer.
Is it the piano you play when you go through the queue?
No, but that's even closer.
Okay. So we got the thing and the piano queue. The guy in the bathtub.
No, it's not the guy in the bathtub.
Okay. So we have the guy in the bathtub, the piano queue where they touch all the music.
The piano was a little closer. To go back to
It's
the
not
piano.
the library we push the books in.
No, it's not the library. The piano is closer. It's on the piano. Something on the piano. I've taken many photos of this and posted photos of this on Instagram, and I take a photo of it every time I see it.
It's not the window that has the.
No, not the
No?
window. No, again, you go back to the piano. It's on the piano. I'm telling you, it's on the piano. Like you said, you touch all the things on the piano.
Piano.
It's one of the things that you touch on the piano.
The keys.
Not the keys.
Keys? Oh God, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
I feel like you're really close, so I can give it to you, but it's one of the things on it. I feel like you could possibly get it, but I take photos of it a lot.
Yeah,
And I always point it.
We
and
have
if
so
you-
many
and
photos
and
that-
if you touch it, it does make a sound. So, and I'll give you a hint. It's not an instrument.
it's not the G clap.
No, again, it's not an instrument. It's
Not
one of
an
the things on the
instrument.
piano that you touch.
Not
It makes
the
a sound.
piano.
You're at 17 right now.
God, so close.
Honestly, you're so close. I would give it to you.
I can't think about about
because
it.
you know it's on the piano.
It's
and it
on the
makes the
piano,
sound,
that piece that you stand in the queue. But
yeah. It is the little cats that when you touch the little screeching cat, the cat screeches.
Oh, the
and
cat
meows.
screeches. Okay. I forgot about the cat.
That's what I'm saying. You're so close.
I was
to
say
the
we have so
piano
many
'cause it's on
pictures
the
that I'm
piano.
thinking of the
Yeah.
pictures of all the
But I
things
take
that
a
we
photo
take.
of that little cat every time, and I post about it a lot because I love the little cat. Because I remember
about the
because
little
all
cat.
the other things on that are instruments, so you touch the instruments.
Yeah, the
and it
clefs,
makes
the
sound.
instruments, the notes.
But the last
yeah.
one in the bottom, when you go around the piano,
Piano.
on the bottom right corner, there's a little cat,
Cat.
and the cat is like it's like a little hissy cat, and if you touch the cat, it does like make a little meow
hiss
sound.
Okay.
And I love that cat. One of my favorite cats ever.
Okay.
So I love that
Well,
cat
it took
so
me a lot of
much.
things to get there, but I was close when
No,
we
it's okay.
started.
You were close, and
okay.
that's the saying. As again, you may not get to that one specifically if you don't
That's
remember
cool.
that because it was pretty
Okay.
specific. But the piano was close, and the instruments on
cool.
the piano were
All right.
really close. So even getting to the cue of Haunted Mansion Land,
Yeah,
took
that
us-
was. I got close enough, but yes, cute.
No,
Okay,
for sure.
After I didn't remember Liberty Square.
It's okay. It is the forgotten land. I mean,
Yes,
like
I
no
knew
one
it was
ever
a land.
No one talks about Liberty Square, honestly.
No,
And-
you don't call it Liberty Square. So we're going to the Haunted Mansion.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And it's also an extension, I feel like, of Frontierland. Like, I see Liberty Square as an extension of Frontierland,
Yeah.
even though it is its own land.
Well, they call it Liberty
technically.
Square because they have that thing in the middle and the stuff
Well, all the
like that.
buildings are themed to,
Yeah.
colonial times and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like, I get it. It is its own thing. But I also think because it's so similar to Frontierland, it is just part of
Lumped
Frontierland in my head.
yeah.
Also, Haunted Mansion and the other parks are often in, like, for instance, in Disneyland Paris, it's in Frontierland.
It is in Frontierland.
Yeah, so depending upon where it is in the park, sometimes it's often close to Frontierland. I know Disneyland's in Port Orleans Square, which is close to Frontierland.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
it's always close to Frontierland.
Close to Frontierland because it's all part of the same kind of
Yeah.
genre, I
No,
guess.
for
Okay.
sure. All right, we're to our fifth and
Okay.
final ones here. So,
Okay.
all right, is this your hardest one?
I don't know if it is or it isn't, but it is in the park.
Okay, it's in a park. Okay, and we know it's not Hollywood Studios because she said
No,
that
because I
before.
said poor Hollywood Studios always gets left out. Okay.
Is it in Animal Kingdom?
No.
Not in Animal Kingdom. Is it in Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
Is it related to a ride?
Yes.
It is related to a ride. Okay. Is it inside of a ride?
Yes.
Inside of a ride. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're thinking of all the rides. Of course, this is the park with the most rides. So, all right, would you consider this ride to be a thrill ride? Like, is there a height requirement for this
No.
ride? No height requirement. Okay, so anyone can go on the ride. Is it a dark ride?
Yes.
Is it in Fantasyland?
Yeah.
It is in Fantasyland. So, which also is not helpful because almost every ride in Fantasyland is a dark ride. So, okay, is it in the old part of Fantasyland?
Yes. I
The
guess
old
you
part?
consider it the old part. Yeah.
So I say the new
Yeah,
Fantasyland
okay.
is like Seven Doors Mine Train
Oh,
and
yeah,
the Little
no, it's
Mermaid
not there.
ride. So it's
The
in the
old
old part
part.
of Fantasyland. Okay. Is it, have we been on the ride in recent
Yes.
years? We have. Okay.
Which is not helpful because we've been on all the rides. Last time we went on a couple of that we.
No, we didn't go on the Winnie the Pooh ride, and we didn't
we
go
missed
on.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, we didn't go on the Winnie the Pooh. So I'm assuming it's either in Peter Pan or It's a Small World. So is it in the Peter Pan ride?
Nope.
Isn't It's a Small World? Okay, so it's inside the It's a Small World ride. Okay.
Obviously, I was thinking of It's a Small World when we did
I know,
this. So
right? So in 2 episodes time, we'll be doing a whole deep dive into It's a Small World. So that's probably why she was thinking of that because I told her we were going to do
She
an
was
episode on
preparing.
It's a Small World.
Yep.
Okay, is it one of the dolls in It's a Small World? Like you're thinking of a specific doll?
no, not a specific doll.
Okay, are you thinking of a specific area? An area?
Yes.
Are you thinking of the Asia area?
Nope.
Are you thinking of the Africa area?
Nope.
Are we thinking of, is it an area within a continent area, or you're thinking of like the continent area itself?
Not a continent itself.
I feel like that was a poorly worded question. Wait, let me reword that question because are you thinking of like, never mind, it's okay. We'll keep that. So it's not a continent itself.
If you asked me if it was a specific continent, I'd say no.
No. So you're thinking of one of the countries?
No. Think of the ride.
So you're thinking of an area within the ride. You're thinking of the loading area,
No. One of my favorite areas in the ride.
the finale area. Is that
The
it?
last room.
Yeah, just the finale
The
area.
white room.
I thought that was too easy, which is why I didn't do that. but
Yeah,
okay,
the white
awesome.
room is my favorite room
Yeah.
because everybody's dressed in those white
I do
costumes.
love the
But
finale.
all the costumes are from each country.
Yeah, I do love the
And
finale
it's
room.
just so amazing to me to go through that room and see those costumes in white and silver and blue, light blues and things that
No,
they
I do
have in
love
there.
it.
It's my favorite part of the ride.
No, I agree. It is my favorite too, the big finale room.
How many questions was that?
I took 19. so
Wow,
I only had one
okay.
left. I was skirting around It's a Small World a lot. I was kind of
Right.
wasting questions there, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest, but that's okay. No, but I do love that area too. I wasn't sure if you're thinking of one of the specific dolls. So I do know you have specific
That's why I
characters
said
that
no
are your
specific
favorite. So.
doll or country. It was
Yeah.
an area.
I do love that area too. I love the carousel in that area. I think
Yes,
that's one of
when
my
they're all
favorite
there.
areas.
Oh God, with those costumes,
I
I
love the
just
carousel.
absolutely love it. It's
Yeah,
my favorite.
I love them dancing.
Yeah, when I get to that last room, I just absolutely love it. That's why sometimes you get stuck in that room because, sometimes as it backs up and the big. I love when we get stuck in that room because I get to just sit there and just look at all the different dolls and they're all together and it's just the brightness of it and the white and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. All right, now we're down to my final one.
Okay.
All right, this is in a park.
Okay. Is it in Epcot?
No.
Is it in Magic Kingdom?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, is it in Animal Kingdom?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Sorry,
There's three
Hollywood
questions.
Studios.
Okay. All right. Is it, would you consider this part of a ride?
No.
No.
I will say this is extremely specific, so.
Oh, God. Okay.
But I think you will get the area at the very least.
Okay. All right. Is it in Asia?
Yes.
Is it next to a big ride?
Technically, no, but it is close to a ride, so.
Is it the temple outside of Everest?
No.
Is it the monkeys on their own temple?
No.
Is it a statue?
No.
Does it depict a certain country?
I would say no overall.
All right. So we're in Asia.
I will say if you can get the overall location, I will give it to you. But it's something very specific in the overall location.
Is it in the Gorilla Trail?
No.
Is it in the Maharaja Trek?
No, not in the track, no.
Not in the track. In Asia, not the monkeys, not outside a ride.
Well, I guess you could say it is kind of outside a ride, so.
Is it near Dino Land?
No. Remember in Asia, so.
Oh, that's right.
What's the other ride in Asia?
Everest and the Kali Rapids.
Yeah.
And Safari. So is it outside the Kali Rapids?
Yes.
Does it serve food?
No, but it is near those areas that serve food, I would say. I feel like you're very close, so I may give it to you soon, but.
I can see myself standing there. There's a lounge to the right. There's a souvenir shop right there. Mm-hmm. That sells all the stuff on. They used to sell all the flip-flops and towels and stuff, and the people used to come up. Is it the souvenir shop?
It's not the souvenir shop, but you're like so close to like you're in the area.
I'm in the area. Yeah. I know. In my mind, I'm standing.
I can tell you, not because you're in the area. This thing is related to a memory that we've had in the area.
In that area.
It's like so like unhinged
oh my God.
to do this. So. I'll give you one more question to see if you can get something else it's based on a memory. This is based on a memory of that area.
It's not a bench that sits there.
I could say maybe it's sort of a bench, yeah. You can really hear the neighbors.
Yes, the neighbors having a party next door. And we have the doors and the windows closed. Questions am I up to?
You're at 17, so you actually have 3 more left.
Okay, 3 more left. So it's not a bench, not the souvenir shop, Kali Rapids.
Well, I'd say I feel like the bench is a little closer. Think of memories we've had in that area. What's the biggest memory we've had in that area?
I remember getting yelled at by the security person.
Yes, okay, think of that memory.
That's the bench. I was sitting on the bench.
Yeah, but where did the security person come from?
Oh, the plants behind you.
Yes, that's it. The bush.
Oh, the
bush that the cast member came out when mom was not wearing shoes.
Oh my God, because I'm saying to myself, the only memory
I knew you would get there.
Okay, I got there before the 20 questions. I got to tell you, the one memory I remember is the bench. I was sitting on the bench and Luke had to go on the ride. Yeah. And he had brand new sneakers on and he wanted to go on the Kali Rapids. And I said, oh, shit, can't send him on the Kali Rapids in brand new sneakers. So I gave him my sandals. I had flip-flops on. So I gave him my reefs, which were like, he could wear them because men, women, whatever. They were just black reefs. So I gave him my reefs, but his sneakers, I just put my feet kind of in them and just didn't do anything. Well, the sun came. And because the sun was beating on us, there was another bench across the way that emptied out. And I said, oh, I'm just going to walk across this little walkway right here and sit on that other bench across from us. But I couldn't do it in the sneakers because my feet didn't fit in the sneakers. So I just walked across and I didn't even stand up. And out of the bush behind me, I swear to God, the security jumped out and told me, Miss, you cannot be walking barefoot in this park. And I was like, but I'm just going over there.
But that was it. The bush, the cast member came out. The bush
that
was
a good one.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like you'll get there. And that's what I'm saying too. It wasn't really, it was sort of outside the ride, but not directly outside the ride. And it wasn't related
I was standing
to the ride.
in that walkway. I could stand. We've been there so many times.
And that's what I said too. I feel like you're going to get the location eventually.
Yes. I'm standing in that crossroads of where all those things were. And I'm saying to myself, okay, the lounge is up to the right and this is happening. And I'm saying, what could be there that I didn't name? Yes, the bush where the security bird came out and yelled at me, which I think is a riot because you see some of these people walking through this park and doing things they shouldn't be doing. And I'm saying to myself, where are the security people now? And all I did was stand up.
I know. Okay? I feel like they were probably in that area knowing that people walk barefoot in that area.
Maybe.
Because of the
I don't
ride,
know.
so
it was so funny. All I wanted to do was go sit over in the shade until Luke came off the ride and gave me back my shoes, okay, so I could walk somewhere. But yes, that was so funny.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. I knew you get it. The bush, the cast member was hiding
that
it.
Was. The memory was like, wait a minute, she's telling me it's a memory. And I'm saying to myself, but that's the bench. I sat on the bench.
I figured once you got to the location, that was when I was going to tell you it's attached to a memory because otherwise you were never going to guess.
Oh, God, I was never going to guess the bench outside outside Cali Rapids where I got yelled
That's
at.
so saying you're never gonna guess that. So if I knew you get to the area, so it's like, oh, yeah, once you get to the area, I'll tell her to relate to the memory. She should get it based off the memory. So, but you did. That was great.
The joke was I just talked about that memory because we were down in Virginia Beach, and my husband did not pack his sandals. It was kind of a crappy weekend, so we knew we weren't going like by the pool or doing anything really. And when we got down there, his friend decided to take out his little boat to go out and check his crab traps. And my husband had on his brand new sneakers, and he told him, he says, it's going to get a little muddy, a little dirty, a little whatever. And luckily, Jeanette had on her Archies. So I gave him my Archie flip-flops to take with him on the boat. And I just brought up the fact that, I'm getting a little tired of lending people my shoes because they don't pack correctly.
I know, that's so funny though. But
So
that was a great memory.
I told the memory about how I got yelled at in Disney because I didn't have my shoes on.
And whenever there, I like to look at the bushes, being like, yes, that's where
the security guard was.
I bet she probably saw that you didn't have the shoes fully on, so maybe she thought it's like,
maybe she knew. Yeah, I just had my
foot
feet like sort of in them with the backs like. Yeah. And to get over to that other bench, I had to shove my feet in them and turn the backs down just so I could like hobble over to the other bench and sit down. So
I know, just so funny though, honestly. Yeah. But all right, that was so fun. I love playing this game. I feel like this was really good too with like the super specific items as well.
I tried to be as specific as possible.
It makes it more harder and like more fun and stuff like that.
I'm getting better at it. Okay.
I know. And we both got all of ours this time because last time my mom didn't get the upside down waterfall.
The upside down
and she didn't get Wendy on the plank and Peter Pan.
No, like I said, mine was revenge for Wendy. That was really very.
So that's what I'm saying. So we both got all of all 5 of each. So that's good.
Yes.
All right, we'll definitely play this again in the future. I hope you also all had fun playing too. Like, remember, I'm going to edit out all of like the pauses that we took. So this is going to be a more condensed podcast as well. But for now, we'll just go into just a little bit of Disney news. Honestly, there's not that much Disney news going on right now because we're kind of at the end of the summer.
Well, they kind of like blasted everybody with D23.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So not a lot of Disney news going on right now. I feel like the big thing that has happened was that last week on August 29th, there was a stampede in Magic Kingdom after the fireworks. So what happened is that we learned this fully afterwards was that basically there was a physical altercation near the monorails, and after the physical altercation happened, a balloon popped. Someone at the time yelled that it was something else. So, that sounds like a balloon popping. I don't know if there's any censorship on podcasts or anything. And so people ended up panicking and they ran. So when they ran, this caused a stampede going up Main Street. And so a lot of people who were kind of up Main Street by Casey's Corner, they didn't know what was going on. So when all these people, think about the hundreds of people in Magic Kingdom, were suddenly all running in the same direction. So a lot of guests ran into stores, they were ushered into back rooms. Some guests were even ushered to the underground tunnel system in Magic Kingdom as well to escort them out of the park. Okay. So the situation was taken very seriously by cast members since they weren't 100% sure what the situation was. Many families ended up being separated at the time. So they said, like, a lot of people said it was very scary if you've never been in a situation like that. A lot of kids were crying apparently. However, there was no active anything. Basically, again, it was just that balloon, to the point where the Orange County Sheriff had to release a brief statement that night.
Yes, I did
saying
see
that there was
statement.
no active situation, that the situation is fully under control. Also, apparently, too, there was multiple 911 calls coming from the park of people panicking, which is understandable, and a huge social media storm as well.
Right.
So the next morning, or really the night when this happened, because I was awake when people were posting about it, every Disney account was posting about it.
Yes,
this even made
I did see some of it.
This even made the actual regular news too, not just the Disney news, like CNN and Fox and ABC were also posting about the.
I was asleep.
Yeah, the altercation that happened. So it's just kind of wild how quickly things can escalate at the parks and how important it is to remain calm in a situation.
Yes.
So it's like I feel like
to have a plan that, God forbid, you do get separated, what you're supposed to do. Right.
From what I can tell, a lot of people said that the cast members were really great at handling the situation. They were all fully trained to take people into back rooms. A lot of people did leave the park through like the back entrances, kind of what they do like on New Year's Eve, so to speak. You kind of go through the back entrances out of the park and stuff. But from that point on, the monorail was closed, obviously, because the altercation happened by the monorail. The monorail was closed, and they were telling people to go on the ferry. But then they actually also closed the ferry too very briefly as well. So people were very confused on where to go and how to because again, the fireworks are over, so a lot of people were just leaving the park. So anyone staying at the Contemporary Resort were lucky because you could just walk back to the resort. And a lot of people were just walking back to the Contemporary to call Ubers and Lyfts, from what I could tell. And again, a lot of people who took the buses were able to walk back to the buses as well. So definitely a scary situation that ended fine. They said both families who were involved in the altercation did not press charges. So I thought that was kind of an interesting note that they put on there. They caused this whole ruckus.
Disney should be saying, gone, not back.
I know, right? This whole ruckus that happened, but whatever it may be, hopefully everything was resolved and all the families were able to reunite, and everything ended up turning out okay in the end, luckily. So definitely a scary situation though, for sure. So I do think Disney has a lot of security measures within the overall parks.
I think they're training, and especially these days, I think that it has to be that that way, people are just becoming very obnoxious. And I
Yes.
think that they have to be trained to know how to handle the situation when something like that altercation happens, to get people when things like start to get crazy.
That's what I'm saying, that the
Yeah.
security at the parks is very high tech.
Yes.
I know that I actually work for a security company in my everyday job, and my security company sells the equipment that Disney uses. And let me tell you, it is some of the high tech equipment you
Right.
can buy.
That's what
in
I was
modern day.
surprised. But, there are such things as plastic
That's
guns.
the thing. You never
and
know,
plastic
someone who
stuff.
took like an Uber and like snuck through or something like that. You just never know
just
when
don't
something
know.
could happen.
Right.
So it's always good to be safe. Very scary situation, and I'm glad that it all resolved okay.
Yes.
All right, and some other Disney news. This is a bit random. It's hard to just digress from that situation, but there is a new popcorn bucket coming to Disney World and Disneyland. This is based on the scary Teddy from Nightmare Before Christmas. It does actually look kind of creepy. I never liked that character personally.
I don't watch
but
Nightmare
people are
Before
super
Christmas.
excited. I do like Nightmare Before Christmas, but there are some characters I just don't love from Nightmare Before Christmas, and Scary Teddy is one of them. So, sorry, Scary Teddy, I will not be getting that. But new popcorn bucket, very exciting. Also, I wanted to note too that the 2024 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival signage is all up, and it will be starting very soon too. It looks like all of the decor and signs are very similar in the same theming as it was last year, which is not surprising since last year was the debut of that type of theming, that like kind of abstract theming. So I expect we'll see that theming for the next couple of years before they, redo it or something like that, do something different. There's also the first look too at the map and prizes for Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak scavenger hunt. So that looks like super fun too. That scavenger hunt will basically be throughout the festival. You'll go through all of the World Showcase looking for Remy, and when you find him, you will get a little stamp saying that you found Remy, and at the end you will get a little prize. So I don't know what the prize is yet because as of recording, it actually hasn't started yet, so we don't know what the prize is yet.
This week, right?
I'm assuming it's going to be like a cup or a dish or something like that, like something small, nothing too crazy, but that's usually what the prizes were in the past. And finally, in some Disney news, in Disneyland is finally replacing the crumbling Jungle Cruise tiger scene. Apparently the tiger scene has been crumbling for years. That people have been criticizing the tiger scene, and so Disneyland is closing down Jungle Cruise. I don't think they're closing. I think they're going to put up like a partition basically in front of it.
Right.
And they're going to be spending $600,000 to replace the full crumbling Jungle Cruise tiger scene. So for anyone going to Disneyland, that would be super exciting. I don't think we did Jungle Cruise when we were in Disneyland, so I don't remember it.
I don't remember doing that there.
Not 100% sure.
Yeah.
The tiger in Disney World is inside the ancient temples, so I know in Disneyland it's outside. It's a little bit different. Very exciting for that to be fixed finally. Now we can do some Disney birthdays. So up first on September 5th is Pluto's birthday. So happy birthday to Pluto. So we love Pluto, our favorite dog. And then on September 3rd is my cat Morocco's. It's her gotcha day. So that was the day I adopted her 5 years ago on September 3rd, our gotcha day, the day I brought her home. We hung her in the bathroom all day long. She was so sweet. I love her so much. My little best friend right there. And Morocco is named after the Moroccan pavilion in Epcot. That is why I picked Morocco. So she is named after that pavilion. And then on September 4th, 2001, Tokyo Disney Sea opened. So happy birthday to Tokyo Disney Sea. Super exciting for Tokyo Disney Sea. So that is another park I cannot wait to go to one day. A very unique park, the only one of its kind, the only Disney Sea in the world. So love to go to Disney Sea versus all the different Disneylands that we have. So happy birthday to Tokyo Disney Sea. All right, and now we have our Disney memory. Do you have a Disney memory?
Well, my Disney memory is probably the most one. Well, we already talked about my one in the Animal Kingdom, but my other one is the Werthers. I remember Werthers. That's why it made me think about it, is because it was so cold one time when we were there. It was December and it was freezing. It was windy. It was cold. And Luke was getting a mug with his fraternity symbol on it. And he was waiting for them to engrave it out on the booth outside of Germany. And we were so cold that we just had to get out of the cold. And we walked into that Werther's, and that's what made me think about the smell. We walked into that Werther's and it was so warm and so inviting. And the smell of the popcorn and the caramel was like so wonderful. And like I said, I'm not even a big caramel popcorn person, but it was just like, I remember every time I think about it being cold and being then just smelling that wonderful Werther's caramel popcorn and being happy for a few minutes.
I definitely remember that too, because I had that memory as well, where it was so cold when we walked in and it was so warm and it smelled so nice. And I was like, this is the best.
This is the best. We're just going to stand here and watch them make the popcorn.
Right
and they just smiled at us and made their popcorn.
I know, right? This is the best for sure. I feel like one of my memories recently is that the first time we went to the bakery at the summer house, the cookie jar, the cookie house, whatever they call it. So it was so good. I would definitely recommend getting cookies from there.
Yes.
I would say their cookies are very different from Gideon's.
Different type.
Has like the big chunky cookies with all the chocolate chips and stuff. Where
You can't
theirs are
compare
more
them.
of like the classic type of cookies. cookies, I guess. But they also have a lot more flavors when they're there. And I would say they don't change the flavors like Gideon's does every month. Like they have like all the specialty flavors. I don't think they do that. They just have standard flavors. But they also still do have a lot of flavors as well. And I thought their cookies were great. So we definitely
they were very good. Like I said, you can't compare them to Gideon's. It's like
it's very different.
Very different
very like
texture.
But I'm a big cookie person. I love my sweets, and I absolutely love to eat cookies at Summer House. So we'll definitely be going back there as well. I also like the food at Summer House too.
No, the food was good.
At Summer House as well. But all right, thanks everyone for listening to this week's episode of the podcast. Let us know on our Instagram, Almost Amanda X. I will have a dedicated Instagram post to this podcast, and let us know, were you able to guess the locations? Were you sitting here being like, it's this location and you guys just cannot figure it out? Would love to know. Do you play this game as well, like when you're in line at the queue in the parks, or just like in the car or doing something else? Would love to know how you play this game, and also what locations or something specific you would think of, and give us suggestions for the next time that we play. I will say my mom doesn't scan through the Instagram the way that I do, so give me suggestions. And then I will stump my mom next time though, so it's always fun to do. I know. Thanks everyone for listening.